Right, let's. What do I say? Right, so this is day number 4 in the E-tron. I've brought someone else along for their opinion. This is my friend Tom. He's just finished work. He doesn't normally dress like a homeless person.
No.
But he's just finished work.
So I'm not that bad.
No. Building Sunseekers is what he does for a living. So very posh boats.
Not very eco-friendly though.
No.
Not like this car.
No, exactly. Well, that's the thing. So obviously we had Rob in the car yesterday, and he kind of likes the stats and the sort of figures on how much things cost to run and all that sort of stuff. You're more about like what's it like as an actual car. Like you like your Italian cars, and they are renowned for their flair and passion and interest and looks and noise.
Yeah. I'm more into engines, and I'm a bit old school.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and like old British cars as well.
So this is a bit modern, and
This is nothing like anything you would probably ever own.
no, this is very alien.
Yeah.
I quite like the idea of it though. Obviously this is the future, so
Yeah, well that's the thing. Like we were trying to work out yesterday, is it actually the future? Because like the infrastructure is so rubbish at the moment.
yeah.
Like yeah, if you've got a house, like it kind of works, but the whole idea of this experiment is can you like have an electric car if you don't have a house?
I'd probably say no.
No. Well, I sort of thought that you might be able to, but I don't know.
At
really
the moment.
now. Yeah.
Maybe as like you say, if they get more charging points.
Yeah, because it's actually quite expensive. Like so, yesterday we went to this place that charges really quickly,
Yeah.
and it worked out. I can't remember what it was now, but it worked out like nearly £4 to do like 10 miles of range.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, £4 in fuel would get you more than 10 miles, wouldn't it? Surely.
Yeah, exactly. Even if you were like in a V12, which would be a lot more enjoyable.
A normal car, anyway.
Yeah.
£4 would get you.
£4 would
A
probably
lot.
get you about 30 miles if you're in like a normal, like this equivalent.
Yeah.
Probably like a Q5 sort of shape sized car with a diesel engine. That'd probably get like 30 miles.
Yeah. Definitely. That isn't very good at all. I'd
No.
say. And that isn't going to make people want to buy one.
No, it's not. But what do you think of the interior? Like this is all new Audis now.
Yeah, in real life, with your own eyes, it looks very, very nice.
Yeah. Like I like all the lighting and stuff, the strip lighting around the side and that. I know loads of cars have got that, but
And the Alcantara on the door panels here.
Alcantara, yeah.
And the seats, like you said, I don't know if they're real leather, but they're nice.
I think the seats might be real, but then the dashboard is like a weird fake leather.
Yeah. But yeah, it's nice. All the screens, like you say, and these lightings here. And
Rob didn't like this. He said this is very cheap.
possibly, but it's
Very
futuristic looking, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't like the steering wheel, to be honest.
No, I don't like the new Audi steering wheels.
No.
The slightly earlier ones with the round boss in the middle was better, I think.
Yeah.
Is there an option for a sports?
I'm not sure. What there is an option for on this, which is quite cool, is digital wing mirrors.
Oh yeah.
So the screens are in that bit.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have little like stalks for wing
Yeah.
mirrors, don't you?
But the thing is, like, if someone smashes your wing mirror off and your wing mirror is a camera, I bet that's going to be like thousands to replace.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, how much is that option? Quite a lot.
I don't know. But I mean, this car it's about 80 grand anyway.
Cool. What, this exact spec?
I don't know if this one is, no, but the E-tron is around that sort of figure, so
That's a lot of money.
yeah. But then cars are a lot of money, aren't they, really?
Yes.
Like every new car that comes out seems to be more expensive than the last.
Well, like my Quadrifoglio, if I bought that brand new, that was 74 grand. So yeah,
Well, yeah.
that's quite a lot for an Alpha,
Yeah, exactly.
really. So yeah, you're right. New cars are a lot.
But yeah, this is like all the this is the same. So like the new RS6, that was in the showroom when I picked this up.
Oh yeah,
It's
well,
all-
new shape one.
Yeah, the new one.
Cool.
It's actually really nice.
Yeah,
I'd quite like to borrow that.
I think that is going to be the new sort of car everyone wants.
Yeah.
It was like the old RS6 was like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Because they look so cool and squat and wide.
And it looks really wide actually.
And it's an estate car. People want big cars, don't they, for space and
that's going to be the last. That's probably, I don't know officially, but I would imagine that's going to be the last V8 one that they do.
Yeah, it's going to go sort of hybrid next, isn't it, or full electric or something?
Well, like the new R8, it's going to replace the current gen. That's going to be fully electric.
Yeah, well, like you were saying about any petrol car that the manufacturers are producing, they need to produce an electric car to counterbalance it, otherwise they're going to get fined. So all these German manufacturers are going to be
they're going to have to really push us into electric cars, otherwise they're going to run out of money.
Yeah,
eventually.
It's not a very good business if you're getting fined for selling a car.
No, it's stupid.
So they've got to do these E-trons and
well, I guess sooner or later there'll be an electric or a hybrid version of every single car on the road.
Yeah.
So they'll probably get rid of diesels altogether, is probably the next step.
Yeah.
And then I would imagine it would be, they would have a petrol version and then have several hybrids, plug-in hybrids and full electric.
Yeah.
All that sort of thing, I reckon.
And a performance, maybe petrol and a performance hybrid or something. But they've got to try and make people want to buy one of these. Yeah, which kind of like I thought that earlier just today, because I was thinking, why? Because in my head I was kind of thinking I'd kind of fancy an electric car, like a Tesla or something, like. But then I thought, why? Why would I want one? Like, is it because I want to be good to the environment? Not particularly. I think it's important to do that, but I'm not particularly passionate about that side of things. Is it because it's cheap to run? Don't really care overly. Well, yeah, I think it's a mixture, isn't it?
But then, as we found out yesterday, they're not cheap to run unless you can charge it at home. It's more expensive to run than a petrol car unless you've got a charger that you can plug in every night at home when it's cheap electric.
But then how much will that be?
Well, supposedly, if you charge it at home every night, you can go from like nothing to a full tank of fuel. So that will get you around 200 miles or just over 200 miles for about £8.
Oh,
so that's really good.
Yeah.
But that's only if you're charging at home overnight and you've got a cheap tariff.
Okay.
But if you live in a flat or a terrace house, you've got to pay to use the public charges, which is loads of money. Like I said, it's like £3, £4 to do 10 miles.
That's probably because they've got to cover their cost of the installation of it.
Yeah, exactly that. That's what we worked out. So
yeah, you need a house really. So
we actually rang Nick up, Rob's brother, because he's just ordered a Jaguar I-Pace.
Oh, is that like the one you were parked next to?
Yeah. So he's just ordered one of them, and he doesn't have a driveway. So we were saying, what are you doing, basically?
Yeah.
And he was saying that
charge it at his mum's.
Yeah, well, yeah, he did say that. He said, if worst case, I can just charge it at mum's. But that it's like the cost of installing all of these things is so high at the moment.
Yeah.
That they have to charge you a lot for the fuel.
Well, yeah, like you say, £4 for 12 miles or whatever you've got is not very good.
No.
When you can get a full tank 200 odd miles for £8.
Yeah, exactly. Which that's when electric cars work. Like my mum, for example, is looking for a new car at the moment. Mm-hmm. She would be the perfect candidate for an electric car, I think. Yeah. She's got a driveway and a garage, and only does like 15 miles a day.
So you can top it up each night.
Yeah, just plug it in each night, and there you go. It's free. Near enough. It probably costs a couple of quid.
Yeah, I think if you're a petrol head and you've got a few cars, then you might add one to your collection, use it as an everyday car. If you're a petrol head but you can only have one car, these probably won't appeal to them.
No.
People like your mum who aren't a petrol head
but just wants a means of transport.
They are the ones that probably would buy one.
Yeah.
Like a smaller one, not one of these necessarily, but like a smaller.
But she won't buy one because she says, "Oh no, they're not. The infrastructure's not good enough yet." But I say, like, it is because you've got a house. It is good enough if you've got a house because
simple.
When do you ever go further than 200 miles in a day?
Yeah, that's right.
Without like stopping at motorway services.
It is getting better, isn't it? Like 200 miles range is better than it was with previous electric cars. Like, it's getting better slowly, isn't it?
And like now the new Teslas and stuff that are coming out have got 300 mile range, or not just Teslas, but the new Porsche Taycan and the new versions are like 300 miles, and they can charge way faster.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? It's the speed of the charge, because you don't want to have to stop. Say if you're going to Scotland or something.
Yeah, exactly.
From Bournemouth.
No.
You don't want to sit in a service station for 4 hours waiting to finish your journey off.
Yeah.
So they've got to really.
I think actually probably it makes more sense to make them faster at charging and put fast chargers all over the country than it does to have a normal, like, keep the charging the same speed but have 500 miles of range, because like I don't think you need that much range in one go, but you do need the ability to be able to charge it up in 10 minutes.
Yeah, because obviously with a petrol car or a diesel car, you drive into the petrol station, if you're empty, you'll fill up your tank in a couple of minutes.
Under 5 minutes.
Yeah, you'll be there, you pay at the pump.
Yeah.
You're sort of in and out quick, on your way again. But with this, it's going to take you how many hours to charge it up? 4? If you're like pretty much empty.
Yeah, well, longer than that. If it depends what plug you're on. So if it's on a house plug, it would like take hours,
night.
All night basically. But if you're on
quick charger,
if you're on a fast charger, it takes like an hour and a half or something, which is good. But we don't have the really fast chargers in Bournemouth.
Oh, okay.
We've just got 50 kilowatt, which is the quickest ones. But like the free ones, so like there's one at Castle Point, there's one at Tesco's, there's a couple of them dotted about. They're only 7 kilowatts.
And how long do they take?
Which gains like, well, I did it the other day, and I think it gained in half an hour. It gained like, not much, like 7 miles, 10 miles or something.
Which
like
in the real world isn't 10 miles
at all. It's probably like 5, if that.
It'd be 10 miles if you drove it like a nun.
Yeah. Do you know what is good actually? Like, you can change the regen on this pedal. So I'm not touching the brake there. I want more there. I haven't touched the brake at all. And then you let off 30 coast.
Oh, right.
So that pulls more power back into the battery.
So don't use your foot brake.
Yeah. So you don't even need to use the foot brake if you like think far enough ahead.
Yeah. Like you have to learn how to drive again. Basically.
Yeah, basically. And also, when you do touch the foot brake, the car works out for you, and it gives loads of regen, and then it's only the last bit when it actually applies the steel brake.
All right.
So like here, for example, coming up to some traffic lights, I can see it's on red. I'm on the first stage of regen. I mean, I could just coast up to this car now.
Mm.
But the light's gone green, so I'll press the other one, and now it's just rolling. So it's not regenning, but it's
not using
just
any
coasting.
battery. It's not using the
no, it's not using
motor.
Anything, it's just rolling.
Yeah.
But they should put it they just need more chargers.
I think they probably will.
It's just
next
the cost
few
of
years.
it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Is it who pays for it? The council or the?
Well, yeah, because what I have noticed is that all of the chargers seem to be owned by different companies.
Right.
So there'll be like a God, I can't remember the name of it, but a Volt something or other in the one last night, and then there's I can't remember, but it's like they're all run by different companies, which is actually a pain in the arse, because to pay for it, you then have to sign up on an app, and input your card details.
About 12 different apps on your phone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you do.
And you'll be like, which one am I using?
Yeah, I've only had this car 4 days, and I've got 4 different apps.
Yeah.
It's just stupid. It just needs to be one company that does the lot. Or to be fair, the one last night I didn't have to sign up. I just tapped my credit card onto it
that's
and it
better.
just did the wireless thing.
Yeah.
So that's quite good.
But I suppose you won't be able to see the information on your phone though. If you don't have an app.
No, but you don't need it. It comes up on the car.
Oh, it comes up on there, yeah.
I'll show you actually. I'll go left there instead. I've been to Tesco's more times in the last 3 days than I have forever.
Oh yeah, it's quick.
Yeah, it goes pretty well, doesn't it? It's because it's like instant.
Would that have used a lot of miles though, doing that?
I don't really know, because like you've accelerated but then you've braked, so when you're braking it's regenning. So I mean it doesn't do it as much. I need to get across these people here. They're going to let me go.
What about the battery? How long is that going to last? Because that's going to cost a lot of money to replace.
10 years apparently. They have a 10-year guarantee on them.
That's not bad.
No, so you're not going to buy. You won't
own it for.
You won't own it for 10 years.
No.
You'll probably own it for 2 years, realistically. I'd
And
say
then it's someone else's problem, isn't it?
Someone else's problem, yeah. But then I guess it'd be. I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing if there was an issue, it'd be replaced under warranty inside that 10 years.
Yeah, well, no matter who owns it.
Yeah.
It could be the 5th owner or something.
Yeah. But would you want to buy one that's 10 years old or 9 years old?
Nah, the value's going to drop.
You just wouldn't want one.
Unless you get one with an extended warranty or something.
Yeah.
So people, the sort of like the owner near 10 years or whatever might have to extend some warranty or something.
Yeah, exactly.
But it'll probably cost loads of money, won't it?
So if it's 80 grand now, realistically, probably in 10 years' time, this car's probably going to be worth like 7 grand.
Yeah, because it'll be old technology.
The old technology, and the battery's going to be knackered.
So who's
buying that?
Yeah.
It's just going to get thrown away into the crusher.
And will that be environmentally friendly?
Yeah, that's the other thing, isn't it? Well, they were saying that the battery itself can be recycled.
Oh, can it?
So that's not going to get thrown away. That can be recycled and then
used
made
again
into another battery, I guess. Right, so back at our favourite filling station.
There's a space.
There's a space, which is amazing because there's only 4 spaces. So what you're doing when people buy more electric cars, if there's still only 4
There's
spaces?
obviously not many at the moment, is there?
Yeah.
But maybe this whole line will be charging
It's
instead.
got to be. It has to be, I think. Like, they have to make the entire car park with these things in them.
Yeah,
but you'll see now that we'll plug it in for 5 minutes. We're 133 miles of range now. See what we actually get after 5 minutes, which is how you're only in Tesco. Actually, I'll go and buy some dinner.
Okay.
I need to buy some dinner, so that'll take us 10 minutes.
I'll set my stopwatch, shall I?
Yeah, okay. Right, let's stop the recording. Right, so back in the car. I've bought myself some vegan food because,
it's New Year's Eve. Sorry, it's New Year's Day, isn't it?
It's the day after New Year's Day.
Oh yeah, it is.
January. And I'm driving an electric car, so I should really be a vegan by stereotypes.
Oh yeah.
So, that took, 10 minutes exactly on your park? And that has given us 2 miles of range. So that's not very good, but, because obviously, if we'd gone to the petrol station next door and filled up for 5 minutes, we could have got 300 plus 400 miles of range, depending on what car you've got. But obviously it's free, so you've got to sort of take that into account slightly. But 2 miles of range
wouldn't be a problem if you've got your own house and you can just plug it in your driveway, but with you in your flat, if you were on pretty low mileage there,
what are you going to do?
You'd get an extra 2 miles, you'd have to stay there all night.
Yeah, I know you would, yeah. Out of Tesco's then, after gaining 2 miles and spending £2 in the shop, which I might not have done anyway. That's the other thing, right? So they say, you can stop at motorway services and go and have a coffee or a cake or whatever whilst you wait for your car to charge up. Everyone's going to be enormous and spending loads of money on fast food. I don't see anything, which won't matter in America because...
Only if you live in a flat though. because you wouldn't have gone you wouldn't have gone to Tesco's if you could charge it at your house.
No, that's true. Yeah.
But it is quite handy if you are going shopping. You might as well plug it in.
Yeah, and even if you only get a couple of miles, it's a couple of miles for free.
Yeah, but yeah, at the moment it doesn't really make sense to buy one if you don't live in your own house. That range just dropped to 104 miles.
Yeah, because I put the air conditioning on to clear the windscreen.
Oh. So it was 135 and it just dropped 104.
Yeah.
So you've lost 31 miles of range by
clearing the windscreen so I can see where I'm going.
But will that go back up again or not?
Well, yeah. Once I turn the window off.
Yeah, because I did think that on the way here we were getting steamed up, and it was cold as well.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want to turn it on because.
So you'd be scared all the time to use anything and you won't be able to see out your windows and crash.
So now that's clear, I can turn that off.
It's got up to 110.
And now turn the aircon off entirely.
135 again.
So it's really dependent on stuff that probably your car is, like a normal car is, but you just don't think about it. But what we did work out yesterday, I've actually done slightly better economy on this drive. But since I've had the car, it's done 1.8 miles per kilowatt hour. So say that's 2, right?
I don't know what that means.
But say it's 2 miles per kilowatt hour, which is what I've done on this journey.
Right.
So per kilowatt hour, there's. Hang on, let me get this right. So yesterday when we were charging it up, that was 35p per kilowatt hour.
Right.
So for every 2 miles, no, for every. I don't know. I can't work it out in my head whilst I'm driving along. But it's basically not very good.
Okay, yeah. So what's that equivalent to in MPG?
I don't know. It's really hard to work it out.
Well, would that be like 6 miles to the gallon then? Would that be like?
No, it wouldn't be that bad. Well, I don't know, because it's not to a gallon. It's to a kilowatt. So you can't really work it out.
But in the electric car world, would that be classed as like a?
I'm not sure what's classed as good and what's classed as bad. But you would think that if it's doing 1 mile per 1 kilowatt, which is doing 1.8, so it's not. Yeah. So if it's doing 1, then you're doing the whole tank, so to speak.
So that's 35p a kilowatt.
Yeah,
to charge it.
To charge it. So the whole tank is 95 kilowatt tank. Right? Okay. So it's like, if you think of that as litres.
Yeah.
Only 95 litres, but if you're doing 1 mile per litre.
So you only get 95 miles.
Yeah, exactly. So you only get 90. Driving like this,
95 range.
You don't, because it's getting 1.8. But if it was doing 1, then you'd only have 95.
At your tank.
Yeah. At the full tank.
So it's doing double that.
Yeah.
Roughly. Yeah. So you got to change your mindset, haven't you? Completely onto, with electric cars.
Yeah. Yeah, you do, and it does actually change the way you drive. I found myself even though it's reasonably quick for the sort of car that it is, you don't ever want to put your foot down, because you just think, that's gonna mean I'm gonna have to plug in earlier. So you totally change the way you drive.
I think that might be happening anyway with people with their petrol and diesel cars. They
don't want to spend the money. Yeah.
And what is the point if you're driving just a normal car, like a non-performance car? What's the point in putting your foot down and wasting fuel?
Yeah, it's true.
If it's not really a bit like Range Rovers and that, they should all be electric. I think.
I think they should. They've got the space and the weight. They're already heavy anyway, so they might as well just fill them with batteries.
Because I know SVRs are nice and they sound nice and whatever, but realistically, you don't buy a Range Rover for performance, do you?
No.
You buy a Range Rover to waft along.
And
so what is the point?
And in silence, which is what the electric engine does better than anything.
So a lot of people like SUV cars now, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They like to be higher up, and although you don't really feel high up in this, do you? It feels like kind of like a normal car, I think.
Yeah.
Like, compare it to my old Range Rover. You sat right up high and you feel like you're Lord of the Manor.
Feels like very spacious, wide, obviously.
Yeah.
Not on top of one another.
The seating position is quite low down. It's quite like a normal car.
Yeah, definitely. And it looks quite cool as well. Well, it looks very cool, actually.
I think if in the right spec, this would actually look really nice.
Yeah.
Like if it was all black, you had some nice wheels on it, and all de-chromed, all the...
I think there is a black one that is in sort of the Bournemouth area with the electric wing mirrors that you're talking about.
Oh, right.
The camera wing mirrors.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it. I think it was behind me once. I was like, those wing mirrors look weird.
Yeah.
But it looked, like that's all black, and it looked quite cool.
Yeah, this wheels is 21, but I think you could probably fit a 23 on it quite easily, and it's got air suspension, so you can lower it down.
Oh, really?
So I think it would actually look quite cool then.
Not sure if it's 80 grand's worth though.
No. No, no, it's not, is it really? What's 80 grand in the SUV world? Like, I guess it's like
second-hand SVR or something.
Yeah. Exactly that. It's a year-old SVR.
Yeah, like current shape.
Yeah.
Older, slightly older.
They're a bit more, maybe like
18
more
plate.
like 85, maybe.
But then again, it's the fuel, isn't it?
Yeah.
V8 petrol, you're going to be drinking the fuel.
Incredibly thirsty.
Or just a normal Range Rover Sport or something, or...
Yeah, they're like 60 grand-ish for like an 18 plate.
Okay, yeah, so you'd rather buy one of those, wouldn't you, than spend 80 grand on this?
Yeah, I think you would. Oh, I don't know actually, because the Sport, they're two a penny. You see them everywhere you go. At least you'd feel a bit more exclusive in this.
Yeah, and it's modern, isn't it?
And it's modern, like the interior
it is
like the technology in it is more impressive.
I suppose they'll be doing a freshen up on the Sport and the Vogue and all that.
Yeah, 2022, and there's going to be all electric as well.
So that's what I was saying. I think they'll do really well with full electric.
Yeah.
Because people buy them anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it could be the worst car in the world, but everyone would still want a Range Rover.
Yeah. So they'll buy those if they're sort of that sort of money as well, like 80 or 100 grand or something.
Yeah.
Because they're buying them now for that, and they're petrol or diesel.
Yeah, that's it.
But the lesser models or manufacturers in the SUV world, I think they're going to struggle to compete with Land Rover, maybe.
Yeah, well, like people buy stuff down to a price, don't they? Like, if you can only afford a Hyundai, that's what you're going to buy.
Yeah. I think, it'll either be high up on the scale or low down on the scale.
Yeah.
In the middle, it's going to be very difficult to entice people in to buy them.
Yeah, I think so. I think definitely in the next sort of 5 years.
Yeah, obviously in 10 years or something, we're all probably going to be...
Yeah, because we're going to have to, because like what I didn't understand as well, like Rob didn't actually point it out in the video, but he was saying to me that if for a company car, if it's a company car, the savings are enormous if you have an electric car rather than a petrol or diesel car.
Alright, so companies are going to use them then?
Yeah, so you would get like, I can't even see the Windows screen that much.
Yeah.
I think he said it was like, for this car, he worked it out on this car, if you bought it last year, what is it like? Basically, from next year, you'd be able to buy an electric car, and it would be £7,000 less on company car tax.
Oh wow!
Than the equivalent petrol or diesel.
What's your range now?
Range now is 129 miles.
And it was, what was it when we first got in before we drove to Tesco?
I don't know.
More than 133.
Yeah.
So you've used a little bit.
And we've done, for anyone that's interested, we've done 8 miles in half an hour, 32 minutes. And we've done 2.2 miles per kilowatt hour.
That's quite good, isn't it?
I don't know. So that was that then. What do you think? Would you buy one? In one word?
Personally, no.
No.
At the moment.
And you live in a house?
Yeah, I live in a house. I do like the idea. I'm a petrol head though, so at the moment, no. But maybe when the infrastructure's better.
Yeah, it kind of works.
I like the fact that you could use it as an everyday car, plug it in at home every night, and if it only costs £8 to fill it up,
yeah,
that's pretty good.
You could then have a fun car on the side.
Yeah, that's
to
right.
use it at weekends.
If they allow us to.
Yeah, which they probably won't.
Yeah.
Right, cool. See you later.
See ya.